Hey y'all, SAArmatoArts here from SAArmatoArts. I hope you're having a great time, a great day, whenever you have to see this. It's hot. We have the fan back here, as you can see, but it is still hot. I have my cat who was over here, and he was playing with my hair. So, tell my man trying to figure out if I should hold it up or not. Yeah, let's do that. Anyways, SAArmatoArts here from SAArmatoArts. Welcome if this is your first time. If not, welcome back. How are you doing? So, I just pulled some cards from the last channel and then the phone stopped recording. So, we're gonna rock and roll with this. I am pulling from the Line Strider Tarot. Yes, Line Strider Tarot. I was like, it's not an oracle, is it? No. This one actually is a mass-produced deck, and it has a guidebook. It's a pretty chunky guidebook. Has like where the seasons are and how the cards are and stuff, and it has its own kind of thing that it likes. But anyways, let's get into this for some more information. And if this is, yes, this is still the message here. That's basically what it's saying. I was like, sometimes it'll make me restart a video and then have a different one. But because I got the Ace of Wands, these cards are very simple and beautiful. I think they were watercolor before they were produced. Like, that's how they created them, the artist. And so, Ace of Wands. So yes, use the same one. If I would have gotten like the double card or something, I'd be like, okay, let's reshuffle. But anyways, first things first, what came out was the Justice, Major Arcana, Six of Cups, the Emperor. Our hands is still a little bit rough. The Emperor, which is Major Arcana. We have the Page of Swords. And then we have the King of Cups. All right. First things first, you have two major arcanas in this message for whoever is needing to watch this, okay, or finds this or such. So with the Justice and the Emperor, right, being the major arcanas, these are what your guides, your spirits, your angels, your ancestors, the beings that work with you, whether you believe in the universe, whether you believe in, and you're agnostic and like, God is out there, but not for me, whatever it is you happen to believe in. Just a tad hot. Anyways, with the Justice, that tells me that there's an imbalance, straight up, that you need to find balance, okay? With the Six of Cups here, and the way that the Justice is, this would tell me that we have some things that are coming up in our time, in this life. I'm doing this under the Capricorn full moon, because as somebody with a Capricorn full moon, this would have been the moon that I was born under, except it was during June, the year that I was there, because moves and whatnot, they change and such. They move around because the moon is, as we say, wild in her own way. If you believe in the moon goddesses, or if you believe that she is her own entity, then yes. Or if you believe that it's a he and that the sun is a she, such as in Nordic mythology, then you understand they are wild in their own form. They're not just delicate, they are everything that also is shining in duty and metal and silver, right? Anyways, that's how I see it. When I see the Six of Cups and the Justice, and especially because the Justice has its own sword, right? And the Emperor also has a sword, or is that a staff? I think that's a sword of some sort. With Justice and the Six of Cups, Six of Swords, wow. Okay, it might be something that you're needing to change, right? When saying that. But with the Six of Cups and the Justice, it's all about the things that in the past that are showing up, right? And why I talked about the moon a bit is because the Capricorn moon, full moon specifically, was what I was born under. But for a lot of people, this is talking about the home life. This is talking about the things. Because a lot of people are like, no, that's 10th house. What are you talking about? Capricorn's like the 10th house. Okay, if you're an Aries rising, if you're not, your rising sign or your ascendant is where basically the timing and your specific area where you were born at was, right? So that means that wherever the Capricorn moon is holding itself up is where it will shine in your such. People are like, oh, well, if it's in the 10th house because of Capricorn and you're like an Aries rising, cool, glad to hear it. But when we talk about it, Capricorn moons, all they desire, especially the Capricorn full moon, is they talk about stability in its sense. If you happen to have it in the 4th house like me, then it's my home life, right? It's not the exterior life. 10th house is all about society, right? It's all about your relations with society, with work, with work ethic, and with what you plan on doing in life, right? That's what the 10th house really talks about usually for people, right? When we come into this sense, and why I say it is because the Six of Cups is the past. It's things that are coming back. It's the things that we romanticize, things that we miss, and things that we're thinking about. When I think of the Justice card next to it, I think that somebody's not getting enough sleep. Somebody is not having the balance that they need in their life. A lot of people, because this message may be so much longer than that, and you may not be under the Capricorn full moon anymore when you see this, right? At this time, you were reminiscing about something, and you were thinking, okay, I miss back then. What do you miss about it? Do you miss your work about it? Do you miss what your mission was in your life, what you felt like you were accomplishing? What do you miss? What do you wish for? What do you look at the past and think of, right? When I see the Emperor here next to the Page of Swords, right? Yeah. The Emperor tells me that we have something that is needing the stability, right? This is solidifying your position of power. This is solidifying your forms in this life. What I mean by that is, what do you need to be able to be at feeling in control, right? What are things that really bring to you the sense of self, right? With the Page of Swords, this is something small. Hi, Rico. This is something small, but this is something about a notification, a message. What is it that you're working on? What is it that you're doing, right? Is it that you miss the work that you used to have? Do you miss the company you were working for, the people you were working with, the environment? Sorry, Rico's down here. What is it that you miss about the past? Is it that you miss, I don't know, because of the King of Cups here, is it that you miss a relationship? Is it that you miss so much more than you could think? You're thinking of the past because you're thinking of a relationship, right? With the 2 here usually on it. Sometimes we think about our past relationships. And we're like, okay, what can I do to balance that out, right? What can you do instead of just reminisce? What can you do to bring happiness into your life now? Bring solidity into your house now? Is it a new job? Is it that this place has made you reminisce of your old job because you don't have anything to do that you enjoy? You're not doing something that you like. It doesn't have to be about work, okay? It truly can be something about communications, something about people you miss talking to. That's a Rico here. Hi. Let's see if I can show you him. Whoop. There he is on the desk. Voila. What do you miss? Do you miss your home? Do you miss the people you used to work with? Do you miss, such as your animals, guides, your family, the people that you care for, or just maybe your previous partner? Do you miss the work? Do you miss something around that? That's what I'm asking you. The good thing is this moon is bringing up not just this to the forefront, but it's telling you that you have to work on it, or that you have to come to terms with it, right? Because that does happen, where you're reminiscing about it, but now what can I do with it? Hello. What can I do about it? Something more? And I'm not even showing you that well, sorry. Okay, Rico, can I finish? Thank you. Thank you. Anyways, with all of this and the Ace of Wands, right? This is telling me that we need to take life by the horns, almost. Capricorn is the sea goat, right? What is the sea goat? Well, that's how it's presented, right? As in half fish is what they usually consider it, or with a tail that is a fish, right? Such as like a mermaid tail, right? And then the goat, because Capricorns are known for being stubborn. Not as stubborn as you get a Taurus, but close. Okay, but for different reasons. It's more about the work ethic. Truly, when you get into dealing with Capricorns, right, and you deal with Capricorn is in your big 3, or you have stellium in it, yeah, it takes over your life, because it is all about, what can I do for work? What is my mission in life? What is my mission statement? What is the thing that I have always wanted to accomplish? What's something that I'm here to accomplish, right? They are some of the best. Yeah, they will work your ass to the ground kind of bosses, but they are some of the best in business, is kind of what it comes down to. So in case you're thinking about right now where you are like, I don't know what I'm doing with all these emotions that are coming up, it means that you might miss aspects of the previous work, or it's that this one is not fulfilling you to the point where you may need to be doing the side hustle you've always wanted, doing the things that you want. Rico, stop that. One sec. I want some more information on what is this about work, what are these things that are coming up that you're coming forth and whatnot. So I'm going to use a playing card deck. These happen to be pink because for the research foundation, that's right, research, which, yeah, there's a lot of things going on with that. All the things that are happening, especially with getting myself up. Anyways, let's get into it. What do these people need to know? What is this about? What are these aspects? So I have the 6 of pocas, which I usually think it's hard work without reward. And that explains exactly what we're talking about, right? The aspects of what makes you wanting to change your work, what do you feel like, or why do you feel maybe burnt out? And this makes sense, because this is hard work without reward. When I have the King of Cups here, sometimes it's people who drink themselves into oblivion. What I mean by that is you have something that, such as like the Devil card, specifically because the Devil is sex, love, drugs, and rock and roll. It's the things that you could be addicted to. It can be that you're just trying to drown out those worries, those sorrows, and you're just trying to keep going, but you're exhausted, right? Just because of this. What else do I need to know about this person or these people that happen to be hearing? There's a lot more cards than I want, but here we go. Alrighty. So, we have the 6 of diamonds here, which, it's not bad. It's the sign of a renewed alliance, which could be renewed work. You might go back to the other place and be accepted at a better rate, at a better payment for some of you. For others, it could just be like, oh, I plan on just continuing this work, but I'm going to talk to whoever my boss is. This is a successful yet older man. This is what I always think of, like bosses, like dicks, the assholes that we deal with. Even though they might not be the worst of assholes. But yeah, and there's that. We also have the 9 of picas, or the 9 of spades. When I think of that, I think of like things that we should be worried about. Not necessarily like, yeah, money. So it's not the worst case. It's not the best case. Okay. Usually it's fights, postponements, things that we're just worried about, basically. This is the kind of thing here. So, like we said, hard work without reward, and then we have the Ace of Diamonds, which is money. This is wealth. This is money. This is wealth. So hard work without reward. This is what you feel like something has to change. It can be that you just need to conversate with that boss that we're saying here. You just need to talk to that boss and be like, hey, I don't know if I want to continue working here if you don't provide me with a bit of space or a bit of this or such. You're going to get money either way, whether you choose another job, whether you stay at this one, or whether you continue here, okay? Because it helps you with your renewed ambitions. That's what the Ace of Wands is all about. It's about the heart and soul of yourself, right? Wands is fire, right? And it's the soul. It's what stimulates all of you to go, right? Because the soul would be the center of the flesh, of the body, of such, right? That's how I would see it, at least. We have the 7 of hearts here, next to a friend. The Jack of clubs. So when I think of the 7 of hearts, someone flighty. Someone flighty, impetuous. It's all the things that, we don't really want. This is usually a younger friend. This is somebody who I would consider trustworthy and helpful and your best friend or such. Somebody who's there for you all the time, right? That next to the 3 of clubs, This is happy marriage or a bond with another, right? Usually it's talking about marriage. I feel like you have a happy friendship here, but they're also kind of stupid sometimes. But because this came out at the end, this is the King of Diamonds. Yes, that's the King of Diamonds. So when I think of the King of Diamonds, I think of somebody who's ostentoso, ostentuate, somebody trying to show off, forceful. Sometimes it's an older man who's a bit of a light-haired, or somebody who's starting to gray, such like that. So for the person that is going to hear this, right, and this message, take what resonates and what doesn't, right? You leave. So whatever things that you're worried about in your job, whether you feel burnt out, whether you feel like you don't want to continue this specific form of job, you want to move up in positions, change positions completely, whatever you're trying to do it as long as it sets your soul on fire. Do it as long as it's what you truly want, okay? But you may feel like, I'm just so burnt out, I just need some time to think about what I want. And that's okay too, okay? This moon is basically setting off emotions and things that we're feeling, and things that we're feeling towards the job, towards the home, towards the things. Because, and why I talk about home and such, because the 4th house and the 10th house are directly across from each other. They're the sister signs, right? And the sister sign of it, right, is Cancer, which is emotions, and your family life and your home life. So just as your home life and society are connected via just the same axis, right? Because one is the opposite of the other. So when I think about this, right, breathe in, take some time. Whatever is pulling too many strings, you need to take some time for yourself and figure out, or regroup would be the best way to put it. How can I regroup? What do I need to take from maybe my previous experiences? Do I want to go back? Do I not? Why did I leave the first time? Am I burnt out? What do I need? What do I need to be more stable in myself, my money? Do I need to open another savings account? Do I feel like I've already have plenty of savings and I can buy something that I've always wanted? But you're kind of in this angsty position of, maybe retail therapy is going to help me. It can, maybe, if you're able to. But for some people, it's not a good idea to do that. Instead, you got to think, why do I feel like this? Oh, it's my job that's been the basis, and I literally haven't been able to deal with my home life. Or my home life feels like it's something so extreme. I've been overworking myself and a workaholic and just trying to not be at home. Hi, Rico. So, there's that. Don't drink yourself into oblivion. This could be that somebody has someone coming in, or they're dealing with a spouse that drinks to not think about the pain or such. But I feel like this is more of like you and yourself, right? Take what resonates. But I need you to understand that you will have money flowing in from a different job, from this job, or such, right? But you know for a fact about it. If your job's like, hey, take PTO days. Take a couple of PTO days so you can rest, recover, and such to go back to work. And if you feel like your home life isn't, well, then have the conversations with the people that you need to. Right? If your home life doesn't feel like home because you're never there, well, then spend some time there. Right? So, for whoever needs this message, that's kind of what I got. But for other people, maybe this is just not the one, or you need to come back to it later. Anyways, breathe for me. If you're feeling like you're close to burning out, say something to somebody, okay? Don't feel like you just have to keep going and there's no end in sight for you, okay? Because there is. There is better things for you. As long as you speak up and talk to the people as this friend that we're talking about here, or your boss here, or such. Talking to the people you work with and such can make your life so much easier. That's what I'm getting for you. So, I'm excited for you. However this money comes in, however this work comes in, of the renewed of work, or something better, or something you're worried about, breathe and have the conversations with the people that you need to. And if you need to have the conversation with yourself so that way you can fix your house up the way that you desire it, that can be a thing too. All right, y'all. SAArmatoArts here from SAArmatoArts. I hope this helped you or something that you find better. All right. Bye, y'all. To the next one. Oh, and if you need something else, SAArmatoArts.com. That's where you can schedule a reading or if you want to call or something, or you're just curious at who I am, there's other stuff also here on YouTube and such. All right, have a great one. Bye.